Kadana enya zane.
Correct. Na de no ahwe.
Correct. O so ba.
E bia be he ne bia na bibia ani mu.
Enya bibia ye. Dem mention say. All the man no boni a big man.
Of course.
Into who said na a group bi na etwehia be a producers, be a presenters. Oh yeah na ye.
Na ye fe.
Na je se so. Na won ground to aso dey come here da. Say e dan don go answer dem unti no. Oh yeah na wa ye no asoma na no. Yeah.
Pani do matemanti o.
And one man number ma siasa do nim kan. Siasa be twen na kasa. O de so ma wo de je onya asem. Se ma ka che. Mama the piano okay no. So so be 40 minutes. And onye na en ko. We ga kana be nkre be so.
We have a duty to represent Ghana in Africa. It's a platform to project Asanteman, not just for football. Lawyer Safuduku. Mama, Enra, ewo eye menshia after Kotoko present FA Cup no. And Lawyer Safuduku ede to Ghana for nyina anim through oye passe. Kotoko eye asudie ni asede se omunde Kotoko bobu kun be ko Africa. No that project Asanteman.
Lawyer fa no.
Lawyer Safuduku.
Sanu Kotoko team no enye sikanko a enti ne leti ese apefa pro e team say through football no nyam pe just Asanteman kingdom in this come this in no obuba na Makotoko ni tunu kingdom no ekos eze Kotoko be qualify say ye bo African yes ye mode e be musu don topi because Kotoko qualify no so African there na club we no qualify so come Africa ye there the qualifier ese
eti kra Lawyer Safuduku edi giants so no referees are humans. They need the right support so they can perform, and they can also make mistakes. The right help will help them to minimize errors. That will boost their confidence. They are humans and they are bound to make mistakes. Coach, your champion.
Look at the nations and police stars. The number of security men you can't say what more beba no mamba. Into definitely you know say tension match like this BBs are very happy. Into maybe first thing American is omoma Sadia no sambra back so that the players, the coaches, everybody will feel confident na your league and also. If referees are human, they make mistakes, but my mistakes also enkoye be because me the can say coaching course is not economy na. It do loss of the game. Hona yedi o ebetuma ma ye nyina e wode mu ha ebetuma ma ye bibi we can say yes me brother can say no me so we can different thing until the referee job no making a decision in the second no e ya na yedi is good that this time ya ma omo fourth referees and fourth referees most of them are FIFA they control them sometimes we will bench out so omo ni kasa derby we enji we sometimes they control which is make me fan say omo at like VAR for the coaches referees you know they say incident BC maybe baby omo no too far until the referee will go to the nearest man which is the maybe the line 2 bisano say be actually we 90% so no to me no so decide say and the NG ono so beje I believe say Sadia na say back
titama coach your champion kakra ono so edija no Emmanuel Sapon Jonas Atukei and Joseph Amoa medicals done Prince Kwabena Owusu Solomon Agbesi medicals today and Alidu Mohammed medicals tomorrow Titama House of Folk transfer business and so say na echo and ra Emmanuel Sapon Jonas Atukwe and Joseph Amoa medicals and the Prince Kwabena Owusu formerly on also baby any go stars
Coin now me do your interview bia okay can be trust system
ono be ono ne Sumagbesi medicals ye ne na ochina
Alidu I say dey hu anambwa
na ochina Alidu Mohammed from Lagos cities
me don because ba ku na so back to
we
do fi so
ma
walid
siasia Oh, cafe cafeteria issue.
There's no issue. There is no issue.
To the man in your
Mine is what challenging me. There's no issue.
Okay. Say they have a pen. No, no.
How you do so medical here? Justice Blay headlines the players who will be exiting Kotoko next season. Who will not be playing for Kotoko next season? He has already packed his bag and baggages and left the club house and failed or refused to join the team to Menshia yesterday. Tama and someone Ebobo Bano anointing. Frederick Asari, Michael Chejamina, Adrian Ajete, Vinicius Mbappe Neymar. Tama, Womunina next season may not be playing for Kotoko. Nemom, they need the Naye Huno, a Blay, information picking chess and penny for boy from Kakra. Or much as CCA or approaching and napping. I say, last week, Bay said, or approaching and napping. I said, CCA no, Kotoko and one on Tumuyan uncle. And I say, Untiminiano because supporters no buffalo. Or we have a packet no mefi camper. Almost no can I make a second as a deputy captain or saying, Kasa Boamo Commerciano, Omukena, and also so on Kahumbi, and also so. Ismaili, Beckham Chelsea has asked House of Folk to match Ismaili club $65,000 for Stephen Amankona. Say almost so penny there. Ismaili for the $65,000.
Oh, Ismaili player.
They also to match say Chelsea for
Chelsea for neck.
And I'm saying I won't match it's out of an Ismaili $65,000.
Na aye wona okofa bai mamusa Ismaili adone girl na beko wona wa wofa so be to kai edu na mgani man na girl
enne kwa boma Amankona be share house for ne okwa akra akọbọ all stars game so mo bobia I don't know obe share house ne and they will factor inside discussion about that game. I
very Ismaili out the factor.
No, I'm making say there Ismaili $65,000. And I'm making say House of Folk are set to meet the player. For you know the House of Folk will be prepared to pay $65,000. And I say maybe the player will opt for. Because the difference is that House of Folk will allow that. Say if about the lady no they are. That's what Trankaya. The lady will be moved from Brokum to Accra. Say that's what Trankaya. Now the question is
Azamna wo hono nyen kan azam. $65,000.
Don't say I can't say me no ha.
And come get here dika.
Oh no, the problem is that
you have to secure the transfer from Brekum Chelsea. And Zan Wapa baby and get better.
The problem is that so move out from a year Brekuma. Yes, Okotoko no. Almost every weekend. No Brekum.
Weekend na bobo.
Almost.
The ball Ghana ball.
Say bobo ya.
Weekend the kwesi ada nyume.
Ye bobo nu ya. Obeko.
Ka jom mu bo ado mu ka se mu chiro.
What I say? It
boy ball kwesi ada nyume.
Akodu ask for.
The bobo nu kwesi ada nyume.
Ai.
Enti kwesi ada mu ayi do ada mu.
You upon say 7 no otikam. Achegra 8 9 no Breku.
So Mahas for the mistake.
If there are me who say conditions call if Amankona for no Blay for no.
Conditions are there are conditions attached there. Mamu yem fe nipa nsemra. Se ono de obego akofa ge bia betena nkan. No ba no dan ko na we so de nko.
Yeah, the arrangement is that say get no ba betena nkan the girl will not be at the Pobiman. Who's the House of Folk? Almost flexible arrangement too. Who said that players of House of Folk they opted not to stay at Pobiman. They opted not to stay at Pobiman.
My idea Alhaji Grusah new komo kakra heavy.
No papa.
Yeah. O papa o ko che ana dise.
No che ana che papa.
We na Alhaji anka wa antian bedwom.
Da bonu se ne ba ne modo me pa.
Heavy. We dey e mo achi ano pay. Alhaji na wo ye. Edanyame ase na ye ka Saudi League Alhaji so le Ghana obi be ka Saudi football asema o authority tina
Saudi League asema na mika na se le mu se lower league no
na
mika ase
Saudi League no.
Who to Ghana? We say. Who to Ghana? Over to America say league be lower.
Compare Europe.
America only Europe.
I had compare Europe.
Say we person we see Europe into no we sika afa league no.
Aye.
And the mama upcoming league.
Okay.
Upcoming league, but not lower league. The mama no, we no money some
Sweden no.
Make no more idea. Can the Navy league in the idea? Because Saudi Arabia push in the football. Only to me. You are discouraging.
Okay, Alhaji Timami Musa we. The omu ye ya omu pussy up. Yan Ghana ada ne yentimi nye bi na yeso ke yem pussy sana.
Ghana ya class no ni papa. Ghana na FA etimi before the league what they will qualify from first division to Premier Division. And from the Robeco delegation. The Robeco delegation from Premier Division. Come on. What people compare Ghana League in a mobile? League in a Wobi Cosre, Power Church away. One Buano, the team delegation. The Papurano and Buano made that time.
And the Saudi League in the Oslo. The Oslo price.
It was so depend on let me say depend.
That be near the Cairo.
Ghana African League, even North Africa. North African League. The appreciate what the Saudi Arabia are doing. It is the same. Players, you know, you don't give them chance to go to Saudi Arabia.
Okay. And they say now I Hilal and Real Madrid. You team say one more bopa draw. This is a league in the kakra. They are they said who can they are catching. I Alhaji Mako back.
Confederation no cover Teams Stadium.
Okay.
Training center office.
Facilities.
Yeah.
Okay. Alhaji ya tiase.
Upcoming league.
Okay. Ya ball my basso. I've been at Alhaji point na sipa.
Game changer. Destroying changer.
Alhaji many more throw baby out. Oh.
Me see you for me. Nano presenter me station no. Almost like the Ghana League, won't be that. Now, won't get over family. Can say, oh, you know, okay, what you are saying. Let me say, corrupted leaking.
Ghana League.
NOC, no evidence. We need evidence. I don't know who besides Ghana League also.
Alhaji ya ka Saudi na wi nti echi mene siasa baba fie na ya baba hwe bibia kati wa
molma ya kasa o say the FA president
also be complimentary tickets Adama wanti ona akore Saudi facilities na niam e
so no o Arabic scorer oni akore Saudi honti no
Alhaji football Saudi Arabia en Saudi league
no
but it's a game changer na game destroyer.
Destroying
changer.
Now they move so move ne. Fans o wa kana se mo move no.
You go for police from you. 3 days we am call.
But on the last one, Gimatech set to work under an international IT firm as Fabu sensors set to be launched on 28th of June. Tama.
International event. Na Gimatech on international.
But yes, an up in Crane company be akasa from outside. Only a big IT firm. Gimatech Atia say they work under them. Na on my BBA send the BBA bit me. I'll come. Na ama Fabu sensors no. I feel waiting at 28
international IT firm. Then no matter if you Gimatech them.
Almost only like a sawati as
No, that's already. How much do you
is that the Gimatech seems to be losing his grips on?
Ah.
Yeah.
That's the end the intact.
He seems the who's the first no almost is coming that question on one sana with drama kotoko. I don't know for person reverse. I
don't know me
say bakotoko.
Say kotoko sika.
You don't understand the system.
What I know is Zika.
Yeah, Gimatech here, Juma.
Okay, yes.
We work with Gimatech on almost all the.
You represent Oripa.
What's that?
You represent Oripa now.
Oripa.
Okay.
What happens is that since Omuna Kriti at the end, okay, there is a system will be a monitor what can during the voting, everybody sees it. You control voting any adin in more massive. So at the end of the day, you realize that you have 100,000 CDs.
Okay.
So the 100,000 CDs goes into their accounts.
They are Gimatech accounts.
Gimatech accounts. By a percentage no woman. Then they pay that to you. I'm the one out of is big to the only say. And now be a money any difficult. In our case, maybe you have 20 contestants voting. At and the air cost sometimes Mumu we cry and catch and say voting is over.
Okay.
You saw the amount at the end of we now my sharing. Okay. But I'm saying no difficult to confuse there.
But I want to control the account.
And I wonder because it's international IT. I wonder how they will control it.
Okay.
Because I don't know, your almost system you just can cost. The system that is receiving the money was created by them.
Okay.
And meaning how the money will go into Kotoko accounts before they do the distribution. If you are international IT for Abamu, Omuna ebetimi abuama and Chasiya. Other than that, we will need further. So it's a new headline.
And you know,
the
last one, Herbert Mensah's presence at Menchia sparks huge debate over his return. His second kind of Herbert Mensah. One said no, Kasa, you say we are Kotoko Penina, Kopiska for it.
No. And
yes, they be announced on commercial, they be announced on commercial Pisca. The no class of fans and Cassia Mama, Kofubisa and Happy Grass and so on, so count day.
So come on, Mr. Herbert Mensah, he's not coming to
Kotoka. You man, I'm for say the president. Captain, me say, and I exactly to Captain, no, say, on some investors.
David Herbert, no, Ebia Kotoko negotiate mo. The 19th you mention.
Kotoko negotiate.
As a shy.
Who say platform bi suna na ba we akra raise concern kakama. Amafo bisa say
but being a legitimate consent. When Kotoko present cab the amotum for. Now be kona former CEO ho a. Otum for asa ka kire ne say. Da se mami ana kasa mami a there be one kasa
do be go for confusion never
kasa
go for confusion never
what's it team the way you no Kotoko we ya ko pesi kafa ye
one kansa
voice ni horomo other voice ni
Muzoto am the Herbert coming to mention no just consider the Kotoko going there Herbert ne and business partners be Sundano. Omuna may knife be an so too. Ombo Herbert Manon celebrate so they are aware of that. And you know, this year, according to the Herbert close allies no. Was there this year may knife Herbert Massa de Yadan de Biano or Bana Zotumulidima Oyeno. and you know when you am fa obabia so do come nhia e ko chia opim so na next year and the 25 years of May 9th no na Herbert Mensah be big obey no bigger than the one previously nyina because 25 years mark a certain milestone bi ona te brofo you know one team afi na wonya opportunity and oba menhia e dey sa group no na wasan yi opin so asutere say yes sell normal way no de bia way no en nkrofo ni na nyame bo afi set en me afi se me knife na ebeba no say no we intend so mbe no eti no obo open so amane
okay
eno ne be sia
there was another discussion
yes na open so
ni tie nyina na
so
okoni baby but otumfo ne menji asem de
o hye nani
one way a ube speculate ni wati
o hye nani monyam
bia na baby koyi so kora bia bi foforo wom ende sanka se ase zuma kokon nyintintini
oh ni na meka
otumfo de alimado na ne kan e oso e mercy
odrebosi obia
odo na ade bia onim de oye enti ba we die chairman ko ni baby na ekoto no
o hye nani monyam
I have been one time catch an pay say
that's what made him come be maybe
I think it's a need it looks quite remote a need but time because otumfo de one way obetra no akeka ansem no do baby free ba no be na ono de open no ye na otumfo nei so o kase hebet bra be mi tim ma mi ontimi ngaso ma oh ntina mga wo kan no ato but we do okọ ne be dada who knows we are a whole crown share mu nkra my generator another discussion na emi ho dada but for the time you know an dey
Bibia Sanfa or corridor the second coming up.
It's fine. New change the winning team.
Time no me say 1918.
The word dey nyo na o kire.
Na SM mu 10.
The word dey nyo na kire. E be kura yenye SM bi obi antimi nya we. Enti nanya na unu anu nkasa bi eti wasem. O jira 155 in the church asem. Na no obi aka. No obi amra bi. Yes, but don't present take up. I think na efe. Na efe. Edika kotumfo ne kasa ya.
Kasa sembe na ba cafeteria no.
Adeba akwa ya nka ba expect say be see dey say enje we na mehia mo ya de mo kodam godi Africa na mra
ande no kro de
na nzo we enje ono ane kasa
e ofom
because Africa be wo hu a
na no kro
mo ya de na mu ogidie say Africa no we ne recruitment ni ade on be me mo do akire confidence in the hand ehuzu nye hunsa
fankofo na nkoto atimatente fo ko hu Africa na fo mo
cafeteria ne cafe enya de kro
o si de na zi
so be mo moaye cafeteria ne cafe nya de kro amanfo send messages cafeteria ka do di atinyi say de kro na
o de kasa do be kan me da me fi say eno na o ma short na
the difference between cafeteria and cafe ni a cafe is a place that primarily serves coffee, tea, and other beverages.
Cafe.
And a cafe. Often with light food options like pastries and sandwiches. And
there's a pakiki pepe no.
Okay. Yes. A cafeteria, on the other hand, is a type of eatery where customers serve themselves from a counter or buffet and carry their food to tables. Cafeterias are commonly found in large institutions like schools, hospitals, and office buildings.
Okay.
And you can say, be a university cafeteria.
There's a
now be a lunchtime. And yes, so me cafeteria. But cafe beer, yes, serve coffee, tea, and other beverages. Often with light food options like pastries and sandwiches. And the pakiki a cafe and a cafeteria there.
Dr. Ike.
From the American.
So,
and then they were kind of free baby.
They are kind of free. Okay, a cafeteria definition. A restaurant in which the customers serve themselves or are served at the counter and take the food to the tables to eat. So either they can serve themselves or they will be served at the counter.
The food to eat. But you
At the counter.
But you said you are many tongue.
And only you know
The short form.
but normally but the bottom line is a restaurant.
The same thing.
What I say?
It's
Almost the same, but who's that?
Robots all take cafeteria and see schools, no offices, no other places. I heard the all quiet say word and Yaman said dining orders for the secondary schools near the Babia Kajuma. Perfect example, no. A Jumana is several more lunch near the end. Okwa either say best 7 hours, best 7 hours. The pure cafeteria is about food, but cafe is not about food.
It's just almost a light foods at the cafes. Light food at the cafes.
Your mouth very the bread back on. So no difference from cafeteria.
So
say when Yanni here, but you bang. Cafe is a shorter version of cafe. Captain, now that has also microphone. I push you a Kunyan brother. Yes, I am
there's a problem with the
and it's so leave it to be here.
And you are fixing the mammy. I'm comfortable. It is also like I'm for you know. Business will cost one crime. Yeah, house of folk they are doing business and so too those players now more can sap on are too quick and them is no I medical say we then others also the rest will follow. Yeah, ni na ye nema medical can wasem no coach Watara list of the man house of folk management any board no and almost scrutinize we are no more at the ayajuma no my because to de no per the information mean
I can't be committee no.
The committee can be come. Do you know on the head don't even need to so can be committee.
I can be more committee no.
There the head need never. You can jam commission won't mean Tom Kruger commission.
Man kase Tom Kruger won't teach you.
Tom Kruger
I can be more. So once he was a member of the committee. Once you're a member of it, like I say, I'm a committee.
Oh well.
What's wrong with it?
Okay, me make an official. You know.
Made them in official. Me say I'm a committee.
Because I'm sticking to official.
Met me a kase. Met me a kase. Kwesi apia mo management.
Okay.
Is there anything wrong with it?
Mati.
Okay, you saw ahead. But make a
okay.
Met me a kase. Now no okay. Tom Kruger mo management. Ya boa for management. Unti bida. Obe mo management. Ntino. Ye ka say to e boa se ansania.
Eti toto. Kotoko place be ko a. Place be ko no necessarily mo performance. But the management now has accepted say place be a bad nut.
Ebiem.
Yes. Place
be bad nut for na ko yi.
Ebi da so mo e kanka. I want destroy other players. And those players will be shown the sources and I catch me. Oh, Kotoko. Those players will be shown the exit. And the next meeting, because of Wachina, from Wachina columns, so names will start coming out. And every other Kotoko, so what now to say, DB air qua. Men, you know, you bought Bona saying who are Jitum, but we don't need no more. No more evaluating be so too. And information I'm saying
na for no evaluate first one no movement
usa santa obu ha na take time to establish the rare identity of figure our system
the players better ko
as you know that some players so the coach has told them to hold on to it at least for the players ever because if you 10 players that's if you play 10 players on na kwa one here no one 10 players the coach I told the management say some of the players or the terrorists at home so when your players some person to replace someone, then those players will be shown the exit. At the meeting, the outcome of the meeting and any channel.
Okay.
At the Beba.
But the big question is that I want to know who is the defending champion of the Club World Cup. Because I saw Man City and Real Madrid using the badge in front of their jersey.
Juventino Busame, Queen Juventino. I'll give him the answer. They are all previous champions, so they can use the match.
They made it one.
The minute one, they Real Madrid.
Okay.
City won it the last
That
time.
Kenya 1-2 minutes we are not over the mile.
So sir 11 about you know, but I'm sure say meeting up in Impact the Kotoko Secretariat. I must start that course. You're more 11. I know say bleed and 11. I'm sure say only the Nakun in Impact. But let me establish on say any bleed and stay for his exit. Kotoko and Atrama say he should come to the Secretariat. And let's settle the initial. Blay did not request to leave Kotoko. After season, no Kotoko na evaluate TBBR no. And a mature letter man say, Umbra Secretariat and the ano pay 11 o'clock.
Him.
Na umbetias. Or contract. I can 1 year on the contract. Na contract na me who be no. So, omudi shemu say a wine for cry. 2 parties ni na no. So be a person o jai team na o terminate contract na 70% of the money is so to your the other party. And it's in the contract. It's kind of means that is the clause 70%.
So this is the understanding. If you sign for 24 months, now say there's no consideration, your salary then becomes a consideration. So some trying to cut 10,000 times 24 months, no be 24,000, and now two times 24. 2 years 24. And you are not times your into 70%. The Blay person you have to pay that
70%
to compensate. Almost person more they will pay 70% of that.
And now 1 year na aka no. Kotoko na approaching say in
that case,
70% of the remaining 70% of the remaining 1 year. No, at
the you trigger that clause. No, and the trigger.
Your contract for 2 years, 1 year. Halfway through the contract, whoever is not happy. Let us know. Say we pay you 70%. What best start? What be initiate?
Why don't because now not trigger? Say na go see that.
But na trigger so tiasia.
Blay so tiasia on tiasia what trigger na?
Definitely.
But that
it depends on what the contract.
So my trigger to make 70 na ma ko.
Say the common friend.
The
contract will not be straight away like that.
Okay.
Discussions.
So once we agree,
and I'm told the discussions are too difficult. Sally went Kotoko Etias and said they will pay the 70% to him. No,
so I call him baby.
And you're too difficult to know.
It's not bad.
I'm sure by now.
Okay.
The meeting will send a weekend and change Amankona is part of the team that squad now almost Elkona, Omokushi and Dano Paya, now almost Edio in terms of you know, and the time
who said January Anna Kotoko extended Blay contract to January. I think I think come to the end of the season if they had these issues at their belt.
So at that point the players not ready for the end of the 2 years.
No, so to say
very well.
Because the man about to the end of the season where Trace carried there and send Yanka January and break bank of will be by Mumna or man Koya. I think Sanka beats me up. Because this amount of money is to his kakra. And his kaketwaka. Imagine if Blay is taking like 10,000 send your kaya. That means Kotoko with a year left, we'll be paying around 70,000 Ghana cedis to Justice Blay to terminate his contract. So it might get to a time there we wait me at trust we're using against the leadership or the management. And a Blay or extending a contract and what you come from January now Baby Sabrio. That is almost 6 months. Do the car 70 the end one so too we are talking about around bare 130. So 6 months no we come from January to now no 60,000. Imagine if for just 10,000. That's how the way back can one. On the base kakese. So approximately Kotoko can be paying some amount of money for air justice.
Man, catching some
for the players I think say
listen.
Fernando and Zawuche Mo we ever pass it through.
I'm a Blay states and I
any January no more
January Ghana.
January.
Yeah, this is in making
because I think say January and they had their issues.
Yeah.
Because that was when Ugumo and Obe extended na AD lane.
Yeah.
So if they felt that they were not so convinced so bet me a part of
because man 1 year.
I think either
renewable.
1 year now say 6 months
end of the season.
So the end of the season. Yeah.
Renewable.
To the end of the season crown man 10,000 and now 15,000 crown. And
Nah, that one on Captain, you're coming back after that even scientific for now. Yeah, Sheikh Amin Bonsu, the best alternative medical hospital in Africa. Yeah, because they Sheikh Aboy, my aim for the when video the Abani at the Adina, BBI fine. I know from 0277001234 for Dr. Adams. Yeah, the BBI Bishima 0277001234. Oh, Nina Hawa, she ABA Bar Center. Na bibia anye kama dance de no doso omo obinada dwomo odoman omo dwena se behind the main market. Number is 0541 565199 0541 565199. So Captain afi
no me call your friend say no me call
happy birthday to Pastor Prince Owusu AK Nana 1 of Ejura CEO of Nana One Agrochemicals. And then birthday, Captain, take over that issue.
And I'm call Berfi Chrome. Now I'm on for Kase Yemfa Misoto Ebenya Kadabena Misoto Berfi Chrome. On Bessa Community meeting Kakra. Na Meju to Muse Misoto no Onyakwanya Obepe time ma no yaba. So Ninya ne se said Udi SM1 dance no. Set time no kwa ufa bia yede chew because of say Berfi Chrome ajo tum. Say adanse Udi no. Idea. There's a some how SM Berfi Chrome for Betty Mankesim na omo aweke appropriately. Time no ya o time ka we odi soroko. SM time. Uni option, uni comment.
This is the SM time.
Me don't think just this is the SM time. Me don't na SM no adwuma a wo bonti no ana me don't yamanfo bondin kansem kese fa no ho na oja yoyo e wokro imo. Medical can want some say SM so to nya aphrodisia. SM no e duru akrofo ta frɛ me ana me hia bi ana me say so wo no as aphrodisia you are not getting the best benefit at SM be ma. But enya ade a obenum ne de bia so sisi na ye wo ya. Watinka na cheko form. Say me so to wonom SM bi. Edu Aba Hospital ana de SM abadwa so. Na Mankasim Bafiko na Edu Aba Hospital and wo so to medical catcher say stroke specialist any Edu Aba Hospital. So the diabetes na hawa any Edu Aba Hospital. Betimi so alcohol. So to sefa enema yadi tombia no. Na me kan say me so to of all the Heba stations at Heba Hospital Ghana Hano. So to Edu Aba Hospital kwa na timi register drum mako 18 different yade 18 Food and Drug Authority out. So bi so obia o ma me listen no. Edu Aba Hospital kwa eti ye wonu a misoto se opese oye strong ohunam na ye wo ya efe no be strong edek be strong herbal bitters eno wo ho se ye wonu moja do e wo ho e blood tonic misoto kwa obenya bi se diabetes na hawa eno ebi wo ho misoto ena se stroke a eno de misoto we are the best eti ya try answer free nipa nyina se maka se me distance enye problem e ma ho emfa ho no bafo bia wo free bia wo te wo de ne se obenya wa yaresa so ko Edu Aba Hospital